What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. There has been a lot of talk on the internet lately of the 10-year mark. You see these comments all over the internet. You see them on YouTubers. People usually don't hold things for 10 years, but I did. I did it at a very low level because I'm a long-term investor and I don't invest more than I can afford to lose. And I think we need to get back to a point where you don't need to be on YouTube every day following information. You don't need to watch the market every day. You don't need to comment on these posts. What is your budget? For me, a long time, my budget was $250 a month. And we're going to repeat the last 9 years. The next 10 years, we're going to document it here on YouTube. And I think this would be good for low level people who don't have as big a budget. And I've said it before, for me, I really don't gamble. I don't drink much. uh, I guess you could say I'm no fun, but I invest my money. And when I'm done investing that money, I don't go back to it. So if I have a $300 budget every month and I spend it on a box of cards, I don't harp on the market and my hobby because I can't afford to doing that. I'm not supposed to be doing anything else. If you end up going to Target, you're going to buy more cards. If you end up going to show, you're going to buy more cards. So for a long time, the first 5 years, I just bought one or two boxes a month, and I didn't even know what was going on in the market. And even the last few years, I haven't really watched it. So what we're going to do is we're going to document the next 10 years, and we're going to start with January 2026, and we're going to go all the way if we survive that long. I don't know if I survive as a human that long. We're going to go all the way to 2036. We're going to buy $250 a month. I think that's a reasonable budget. That's probably a lot more than what people have even to spend. People are overspending like crazy in this country, and there will be a downturn eventually. And when I start an investment, I like to start with an initial investment of $1,000. So here we have our January investment. We're going to document it. We're going to do one video a month on this, and we're going to go all the way for the next 10 years. And I hope you guys follow along. I hope you join us at a very low level. You don't need to buy cases. You don't need to buy all these boxes to enjoy the hobby. Do not invest more than you can afford to lose. And for me, when I start an investment, I like to start with $1,000 investment, and then I just average into it, right? Whether it's Bitcoin, the S&P, we are going to track those other things as well. I buy $200 of Bitcoin every month, and I buy $200 of the S&P 500 every month. So we're going to document all that the next 10 years, and I will actually be doing this and not selling it, and I will show pictures and all that good stuff, right? So here we have our first investment. We have a cost of $1,000, and we're going to roll over the difference of 50. So this is what we paid. Remember, we have our reseller's license. All of this is going under my investment company and my company name until we sell it off. So we have two Final Fantasy play boxes. We paid $125. We took these in vending. We have one mega box, MEO1. If you can see the code I put here, that's the code Pokemon uses in the corner. This is Mega Evolutions, the corner of the card for the set. Then we have Phantasmal Flames. We paid $225 for these this month. And we have two Pokemon Charizard UPCs. And this is where we're going to start. And we're going to lock this away for the next 10 years. And we're going to see where this goes. And I think this is going to be good for people to see and join along in if they want to, and just monitor that. For somebody like me, if I was doing this, if I wasn't doing my business, I wouldn't even buy another box until February 15th. I wouldn't watch YouTube. I wouldn't watch what was going on. I wouldn't watch the market. I wouldn't spend that money until I had the money to spend. And if I didn't have the money to spend, I wouldn't. That's very important, guys. And if you need to save for something, whether it's a vacation, a wedding ring, or you have plans of a house, and you're looking to flip, that's different than doing what we're doing here. We are forgetting about this money. We took our money, we lit it on fire, it's gone. The other thing I want to say is that a lot of people will say they probably don't have the money, but you might just be a little scared to invest your money. If you have 15, 16,000 sitting in an account, Take $250 a month and start investing in something. Interest rates are being lowered in this country. So for every $100,000 you have, you're making around 3 to 4,000 in interest, depending on your rate. Let's say 3,500, and that is going to move more money into the stock market, into other things, because this time last year the interest rates were about 5.25. So you have to remember how money moves, how it works. Cash is trash. And what's the difference if you have 16 or 15, unless you need it for something and you're saving towards that goal. But you can invest in other things, the S&P 500, Bitcoin. I like to have a basket of everything. I'm not an all-in type of person. When you look at guys like Alpha Investments, Nostalgianomics, they're all in, but they have other investments too. They just don't talk about it because YouTube's very niched down, right? So we're going to monitor all this on a very low level. This is our first investment. We started with $1,000, and every month we're going to do $250 in the TCG space. We're going to see how new sets come out. We're going to go back to old sets. We're going to look, or I'm going to look in the marketplace to see what's down, what people aren't buying, and we're going to put it away, and we're going to take pictures, and we're going to put it away to the side, and we're going to do this. And I hope you guys follow along, and I hope this is going to show you that you can do it. I did it for 9 years. Am I going to say that Pokemon changed my life? No, investing has changed my life. Investing in the S&P 500, investing in Apple, investing in Pokemon cards as an investment. The basket as a whole has changed my life. And this company allows me to use the things I do, my hobby, for short-term write-offs, to feed this money down to my children through the S&P 500 into Roth IRAs for them. And that is the purpose of my company, is to try to grow it and feed that money downstream, and try to grow our business if we can. But with a full-time job and a family, it's hard. So the money that I made the last 9 years selling off this collection to start the company, that's what it's for, and that's what we're going to utilize it for. Like I said in the beginning of this channel, not everyone needs to be $1 million Pokemon company. You can enjoy your hobby and you can do things at your pace. That is perfectly okay. This is a hustler's game. If you can hustle, you hustle all you can. For me, I really don't have the time to hustle. It's hard to find time to buy product. It's hard to find time to vend. And I really enjoy being here, and I really enjoy this hobby. ShopAPKCollectibles.com. Come invest with us. Come track the journey, and I'll see you guys in the next video.